Dr. Y. Sarada, Professor, Department of Mathematics, Anna University. Her area of specialization is applied probability and stochastic modeling. She has about 25 research publications in national and international journals. She has guided students for research projects. She has delivered lectures in her area of specialization in many institutions.
Welcome to the UGC lecture series on reliability theory. In the last lecture, we focused upon the failure rate function and its variants. Presently, we will look into a few examples on the failure rate function and also look into the various classes of life distributions. The mean time to failure of a particular type of component is 800 hours. What is the probability that a similar component will fail in an operating time of 200 hours, 400 hours, 800 hours and 100 hours? We know that the reliability function capital R of t is given by e power minus t by the mean time to failure. So, we have R of 200. So, that is the subdivision A. R of 200 is given by e power minus 200 divided by the mean time to failure. The mean time to failure has been given as 800 hours in the problem. So, we have 800 over here. So, this reduces to e power minus 0.25, whose value is given by 0.7788. Remember, what we are asking is on the left hand side is the reliability function, though it is a probability. So, you have to get the answer which lies between 0 and 1. B subdivision asks for R of 400. So, this is given by e power minus 400 by 800. Remember, we have the mean time to failure been given as 800 hours. So, we have R of 400 equal to e power minus 400 by 800. So, this reduces to e power minus half, which is e power minus 0.5. This is given as 0.6065. Similarly, R of 800 is e power minus 800 by 800, which is given by e power minus 1 or 1 by e. So, this is given by 0.3679. You see that as you ask for more time, you see that on the right hand side the probability is decreasing. And the last one is R of say 1000. It has been given there 100, but let us make it as 1000, because we are seeing as the time increases how the reliability increases or decreases. So, R of 1000 say is written as e power minus 1000 divided by 800. So, this is given by e power minus 5 by 4. So, this is coming to as e power minus 1.25, whose value is obtained as 0.2865. So, you see that as we ask for the time as 200 hours, 400 hours, 800 hours, 1000 hours, we have increased the time. And you see that the reliability function value, the probability of survival of the system is decreasing. So, we have already observed that the reliability function is a decreasing function. So, we have got it here mathematically. Actually, if the component is put into use for a period, say 800 hours, that is the case C. So, how to interpret this result? The probability that it will function properly is only 36.8%. So, this is what we get, because the mean time to failure has been given as 800 hours, and when you are asking for the system to survive that mean time to failure, namely 800 hours, the probability that it will function properly is only 36.8%, or approximately you can make it as 37%. Another example, suppose we are given the early failure rate of a component to be little h of t equal to a into e power minus bt. Then we are to determine the probability of survival of the component from age capital T for a mission time of t hours, given that the component has survived up to age capital T. We will see the solution of this. Reliability of the component during the early period is given by capital R of t in relationship with the cumulative hazard rate as e power minus integral 0 to t h of u, say du. This is the relation we saw. In fact, what we have seen is, this is same as writing e power minus capital H of t. But capital H of t is written as integral 0 to t h of u du. H of u is the hazard rate function or the failure rate function, and capital H of t is the cumulative hazard rate function. Now, we have been given little h of u as a e power minus b u. Now, substitute this function in capital R of t. This is equal to e power minus integral 0 to t a e power minus bu du. Now, after integration, so let us do the integration here. What we have to do? Integral 0 to t a e power minus bu du. Since a is a constant, take it out. Integral 0 to t e power minus bu du, and this is given by a times integral e power minus b u divided by minus b. After integration, the limits are 0 to t. When you substitute the limits, this becomes a by b times, because there is a negative sign, let me substitute the lower limit first, then I will get it as e power minus b into 0. In the place of u put 0, it is 1. So, 1 minus upper limit is e power minus b t. So, this is the hazard rate what we have, capital H of t. Now, substitute the cumulative hazard rate in the expression out here. We have the following. So, we get capital R of t equal to e power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus b t. Now, the probability that the component survival up to age t is given by capital R of capital T. Now, this is equal to e power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus b times capital T. Similarly, the probability of component survival up to age t plus t is given by e power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus b times t plus t. Once you find the cumulative hazard function capital H of t, you can replace it depending on the question which is asked there. So, probability of component survival up to age capital T is given by R of capital T, and the probability of component survival up to age t plus t is given by e power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus b times capital T plus t. Now, using this information, the required quantity is, say, probability of survival of the component, right, in the age t comma, I will write this, in t comma capital T plus t, but under the knowledge that it has already survived up to time capital T units of time. So, this is what we are trying to find. Say this is R of t plus t divided by R of capital T. So, you have to substitute these relevant quantities there. So, that is given by power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus b into t plus t divided by e power minus a by b into 1 minus e power minus bt. So, this is the answer we want. The solution is given by this expression. I have 2 exercise problems for you. A TV set is specified as having a failure rate of 0.02% per 1000 hours. What does this mean to the user? Next one, compute the mean time to failure of the components having the following failure rates, namely z of t equal to a plus bt. Here z of t, I mean the failure rate function, and second subdivision b, it is equal to a e power minus bt, and the third one a times t minus k whole power b. Please try this using the definition of the hazard rate function and in relation with the mean time to failure. Now, we will see various classes of life distributions that are commonly used in the reliability theory. A failure distribution is an attempt to describe mathematically the lifetime of a device. The random variable, because it represents time, is continuous and it takes non-negative values, and in general we deal with continuous lifetime distributions in reliability theory. The first and very important life distribution is the exponential random variable. The PDF is given by, say, ft of t. Capital T is the random variable representing the lifetime of the device. So, its PDF is given by ft of t is lambda e power minus lambda t, where t is greater than or equal to 0, and the parameter of the exponential distribution is lambda, which is greater than 0. The reliability function R of t or the survival function R of t is given by e power minus lambda t, that is t is greater than or equal to 0, and then its complement, the cumulative distribution function ft of t is given by 1 minus e power minus lambda t. T is greater than or equal to 0. Now you have the PDF, the CDF and the reliability function. Now we can write the failure rate function h of t or the hazard rate function is lambda. How do you get it? By definition we know that little f of h of t is equal to f of t by capital R of t. So, this is given by lambda e power minus lambda t divided by capital R of t, which is e power minus lambda t. Hence, we have this as lambda because e power minus lambda t gets cancelled. So, for an exponential random variable, the hazard rate function h of t is given by lambda. What is the mean for an exponential random variable? The mean is given by notation used is mu symbol. This is given by 1 by lambda. And another important measure is the variance. Variance is given by notation used is sigma square. This is given by 1 by lambda square. Now, when you put mean mu equal to 1 by lambda, we have the measuring unit of the parameter lambda is measuring unit I am talking about. So, it is the probability per unit of time. Another important observation here is the failure rate of the exponential random variable is constant. Based on the definition of the failure rate function, it is the probability of the failure in the next instant of time, no matter how old the device is. So, that is being obtained as constant, namely here the value is lambda. This implies that a device that has an age t is as good as new item with an age of 0. So, this is the famous memoryless property of the exponential distribution. Lack of memory property or the memoryless property of the exponential distribution. Mathematically, it says that R of say x given t, given that the system has survived age t, it survives for another additional x units of time. How do we write this? It is the probability that the random variable lifetime of the device is greater than x plus t, given that t is greater than t. So, this we have already seen the conditional probability R of t plus x divided by R of t. So, substitute the reliability function for the exponential distribution in this case. What is the reliability function for exponential? It is e power minus lambda into the argument whatever you have. Here it is t plus x divided by e power minus lambda t. What do we get from here? This e power minus lambda t gets cancelled out here. We are left out with e power minus lambda x. So, what we have here, r of x given t is given by e power minus lambda x. Now, what does this suggest? This is nothing but the expression for the exponential distribution is r of x, the reliability function of the exponential distribution. But what is x non-negative values it takes? So, x is greater than or equal to 0. It says that what we have found out here on the left hand side, what you have is, given that the system is of age t, what is the probability that it survives for x more units of time? This probability is same as r of x, namely the probability that a new system survives x units of time. So, it is indicative that the system forgets that it has been in use for t units of time since installation. So, it is said that in California a bulb has been installed more than 200 years. So, even now the bulb is still working. So, it is suggested that the lifetime of a bulb is an excellent example representing an exponential random variable. So, the bulb has been in use for more than 200 years now, and the probability of failure at this instant of time is same as though a new bulb has been installed just now. So, it is equal to the probability of failure of a as good as new bulb. So, the bulb has forgotten that it has been in use for more than 200 years now. So, this is the example for a lack of memory property, and in particular the exponential distribution is an excellent example indicating the lack of memory property. And in particular we see that the hazard rate function is constant in the exponential distribution case. Another important feature for the exponential distribution is it is closely related to the Poisson distribution. So, we are looking into the exponential distribution in relation with the Poisson distribution. Suppose x is a random variable which represents the total number of failures. That the device will experience during an interval of length t, 0 to t. Now, probability that the total number of failures in an interval of length t is equal to n. This probability is given by e power minus lambda t power n divided by n factorial, where n takes the values 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on with t greater than or equal to 0. The actual link is, if t, here we have used it is representing an exponential random variable with parameter lambda, and it represents the lifetime of a device, say. Now, as time goes by, the system or the device is installed at time t equal to 0 and failures keep occurring. So, as time goes by, suppose say I am observing the device at an instant of time t when it has functioned over an interval of length 0 to t. So, I am interested in what is the number of failures that system has experienced. So, this has the link with the Poisson distribution. So at this stage, what we have looked into in this lecture is, we have looked into few examples of the failure rate function or the hazard rate function, and got started with the classes of life distributions, of which the fundamental one is the exponential random variable, which has a failure rate constant to be lambda, its parameter. We have few exercise problems for you. A TV set is specified as having a failure rate of 0.02% per 1000 hours. What does this mean to the user? Another problem, compute the mean time to failure of the components having the following failure rates. First one, little h of t equal to a plus bt. This is the linear hazard rate model. Second one, h of t equal to a e power minus bt. This we have already seen in an example. And third one, subdivision C, h of t equal to a times t minus k whole power b. Thank you.